Hello. So, I did The Godfather as my choice of the two films, and here are my notes. Yeah, 3 pages worth. There, I know. Was it weird taking notes during film? Yes. It was. I kind of got really into it, and I would just, I would write, because I like watching the how the camera lighting sounds. So I was taking notes on everything. So my key points, my top points, because I'm not gonna tell you all of my notes, but some of the big things that I put was family. Throughout the movie, you really see how the Corleone family was really, the Don picked up all these people from when they were in trouble and needed help, and they all became kind of really close family. And you see how they all respect each other, and everything comes together, and they're just a big family. Which, and also, this is you're not supposed to like a mob family. You know what I'm saying? Like these were all anti-heroes. They're a mob. They're killing. They're gambling illegally. They're doing all this stuff, and you're not supposed to like them. But the way they made the movies, you really fall in love with this family. And so I noted that. Two other things I noted was lighting and sound. The way they lit up everything was really well done. One of the example was when they had the wedding scene. Outside, the wedding's going on, and there's bright colors, and everything's happy and flashy, and the camera's moving back and forth and dancing with the music. And then you go inside where the dawn is, and it's dark. It's dark, shadows on the faces of the characters. Barely any lighting coming in. Camera does not move barely at all. And then you go back outside, it's all light and stuff. And then sound. The sound, they had a lot of times where, when it was all business, sound was shut out, just talking. Or, in the house, it was really quiet throughout the whole time. And then there would be times where the music picks up, their theme song with the orchestra. And, there would be a slow fade in as the music picks up, and, it's really suspenseful, and you feel, on the edge of your seat, like what's going to happen next. And, that also plays with the expectations, because, you hear the music going and it's getting real quiet, and you're expecting, oh well, something bad's gonna happen. And also with the line, I'm gonna make an offer he can't refuse, after he said that the first time, the next couple times you hear it, you're like, okay, something's gonna happen. You get ready and you watch. So I really like that. My other big note was Michael, who was Al Pacino. And this was the first time I ever watched this movie. And so I walked in thinking it was going to be about, Brando, who played the Don, and, his, how he ran the business. But it was actually, for me, it felt more like Al Pacino's movie, because, it's his story of how he becomes the next man who runs the business. And, throughout the whole movie, he starts off, saying, like, I don't want to do this is not my thing. And he slowly built into, where at the very end he's lying to his wife, and he's doing all this stuff, and he finally, fully accepts the role as, I'm the new Godfather. It's me. This is my business. And, one big scene that I really liked. Well, it wasn't a big scene. I thought it was a subtle saying, but it was Michael was sitting on a bench, and the bench was white, and behind him was a black fence. And this was at the point where he was still, on the edge, where he was like, I don't know if I want to do this. This is not me. And he's sitting on this white bench with the black fence around behind him, and it made me think, he's still this good guy on the white bench, but behind him is the business and everything with the black fence. And it just, saw it as that. I don't know if it was just how it was done, but I really liked that moment. The review I read online kind of said the same things I did. They were talking about how Al Pacino, it's kind of his movie and his development into the Don, and they talk about how Marlon Brando's acting was, it was amazing. He had that jaw prosthetic, and he changed everything about him to, to be the Godfather, which was really cool. And the review guy talks about, how this is a family, and you fall in love with his family when you really shouldn't. So I don't know if I wouldn't add anything because I agreed with most things he had, but I would probably add more about the cinematography of it and how each light and sound and movement meant something, which he talked more about the characters and the story development rather than everything with behind the scenes stuff, which I I like to watch more. So yeah, other than the there were a lot of examples of dark shades on characters. Some characters would have half shadow, half light. Some would be all black. A lot of silhouettes, which was really cool because they're bad guys and bad characters, and just all the grim and dark stuff when it's supposed to be, and then when it's a lighter, when Michael's in Sicily and it's all bright, and because he's away from everything, but when he goes back it's all dark. So my big notes for the movie was how it was done, lights and sound, and acting, and character development, and also falling in love with an anti-heroes with the whole family. So overall there's a reason it's called one of the greatest movies, and I understand that now, and it was a really good movie. So that's my thing for the day. Thank you.